Hi everyone, it's Chef Mitosu. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to our channel. Today I'm sharing a hack for the dotted grid card making technique to create a dotted grid template. It'll make cards like these a lot easier in the future. This one I recently shared on a YouTube live stream using the Christmas trees dies for the stars, and that comes from the Whimsy and Wonder suite. So I'll be sharing with you how to create the template. So you'll need Stampin' Pierce mat, grid paper. Now I've got a huge one here. This is the normal one, but the small grid paper you can you can use, but I've run out of those. As you can see, that's all used up. Um, Window sheet and your take your pick tool. So the window sheet size is just slightly smaller than the card base. Just so if I am using a card base, there's something to hold on to when I stick that down. Or you can start your layer the size of your card base first and then trim it down after. So you have the grid paper, you can use inches, or on the other side is centimeters. So use whichever size you want. So stick your window sheet and line it along the grid paper. So I've got equal distance between the left line and this line here. So because it's not exactly 4 inches, so it might be easier to do it exactly 4 inches. And then I've aligned it so it's equal distance against from the 0 point and then the 6 inches. So I know that I can easily find 3 inch would be the middle point and then the 2 inch. And you just basically pierce that in the middle, and that's the center point of your template. Now you can determine how the distance, or how big the distance is each dots. So I'm just gonna do half an inch, so we know that half an inch is 2 squares. So I'm just gonna move along and pierce every half an inch increment. And then again, you can move up and down. So you might as well use all of your window sheet and then pierce it on each half an inch increment. So when you create larger projects, you do have that option to extend. So you just continue on and pierce it until you've covered your window sheet with piercings. So I'm just gonna carry this on and then fast forward the video. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. To use the current host code, which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com, to receive handmade card from us the following month, or any extra gifts if your order qualifies. So there we go. Once that's done, take that off. And again, you can do another one and use different sizes. So you can do 3/4 of an inch or an inch for your template, and you can use that for your card making. So once you've done your template, place it on your basic white layer. So this one is just the size of the card front, and you can see that I can stick that down, so equal distance on either side, and just take a mechanical pencil and start dotting your grid. Now you can start from the middle, so middle there, and then work your way around it. And if you wanted a square right in the middle, right in the center, or you can even stagger it, so you can use a starting point and then move a couple down for 1 inch increment in the distance, or you can do two across and then one up, so then it's slightly staggered, and of course in one up. What's great about this is you can again move it once you've done all of your staggered dots as well. But for this quick demonstration, so starting off with the middle, if you do just a square, so that one is 1 inch square, and then if you do another one, 1.5, no, 1 inch, and then there'll be 1 and 2 inches even, and so on. So you just place your dots or mark your dots where you want it, and once you're done, if you want to do all of it, you'll have something like that. And this is a quick stamping, so you have days to remember. Here I'm going to use the star for this, and I'm going to use Highland Heather, and you can start stamping. So if I do, so with the photopolymer, of course it's better because you can see the dots in the middle. And what's great about this is you can slightly turn your stamping as well if you want to have different orientation of the stars, so it doesn't look too the same, which you can't do on the Stamparatus. Don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel if you'd love to see more card making and papercraft inspiration using Stampin' Up! Products. There we go. So this one's got the stars in a square right in the center, so you could always move that along up by 1 or by 2, so you have space for sentiments there, or turned it that way, and you have it right in the middle, and again just sentiment there, and a topper. So different things that you can do, and I've got a couple of example from the Gentleman Crafters Design Team blog hub. So this one I used uh, the perfectly plaid stamp set using the pine cone. So I've just dotted that round, and I'll just get my template just to show you. So this one I did in the middle. Oh no, this one I actually use 3/4 of an inch. So I've got another one, another template, which is a smaller one here. So you can see um, it slots in the 3/4, and I've used it in the center. Now, because this is a small template, you just move it down and then continue on with your dotted grid. And I used for the topper, I used the pine tree punch, and just extended that for a taller tree. So that's one. My next one is the staggered um, technique with the template, which is the 1/2 inch increment. So this one is what I said earlier. I start off in one area, go across 2 dots and one dot up, and that's how I stamp the background. So this one looks a bit more like the hinge step technique because it's all uniform, the stamping. So just because of the design of the tree, but that is with the Peaceful Deer stamp set with the matching dies. No, punch as well there. So just color that in blends. So that's a different way of doing that. And finally, a rainbow stamping with the flowers from the Days to Remember stamp set as well. So this one is from here. And again, if you look closely, I did actually turn each stamping to one side. So I started off in one color, ink it up, stamp it, turn the stamp around, ink it up, and then stamp it, and then move along there. So that one is 1/2 inch increment, and I did Yeah, you can see that I did the center point in the 1/2 inch. It's harder to see because of my lighting, but hopefully you can get the idea from there. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video with the dotted grid card making technique template, and try it for yourselves. Do tag us at Mitosu Crafts if you are sharing it on social media so we can have a look at your projects as well. Don't forget to hit that like button and remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, bye!